Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Megalo. And again, we have an amazing episode. The fight was great, but it seems the series is taking again a dark turn, especially with Mac and his Mac time and that BES system. A lot more is happening with this fight. Now, the fight LIU versus Mac was great, and we also have a very big theory, so to say, or maybe hints at it, that Mac might be connected to Chief in a way, besides the thing that's happening with his BS system, the chip in his head. So let's get into this episode and talk about it. Now, it picks up right from the way last episode ended, with Mac staring at Joe, and the entire arena starts recognizing Mac just not looking at the fight ahead, him being focused mainly on Joe. Now we have them going into the ring. LIU has his entrance as the champion over there, with Yuri being besides him, Jimmy, and we have Ryugo or Sakuma, if I'm mispronouncing his name, sorry about that, and Yukiko watching the match. And from the first scene where we have them together in the VIP room over there, she was very, very upset, like something was on her mind. And from last episode, Mikio wanted to talk to her. We only see the discussion between them right at the end of the episode about the secret of Mac time, and I'll get to that after we talk about the fight. And she starts doubting everything. But before we get to that, let's see. Now, I had this suspicion that Mac, could it be? Even Joe had these suspicions. The way he was praying, the same similarities with Chief, the same position. Is Mac Chief's son? Did he survive? Or is there some other connection between them? They look a bit similar, but what happened? Could he actually be Chief's son? Even Joe had that thought. This would just be amazing if it was Chief's son. Honestly, I really wish Chief would have seen his son, and I hope Mac survives after everything is said and done, after the fight. How is this series so good? Honestly, the art style, the story, the fights. Oof! I just want more Megalo. Why? Why are you so good? And we finally have Mac versus LIU. Now, at the beginning, Mac was kind of the one in control, being very fast. LIU was on defense. He actually goes down. But you see that LIU was kind of feeling him out a bit, trying to see what's going on, how good he is and stuff like that, checking him out. And we found out more about their gears. LIU kind of went with a lower gear, more for flexibility, to lean on his speed and technique. Mac was with the full gear from Roscoe. Now we have Mac. While after the first round it goes to Mac, they go to their corners, and you can see the difference a bit in them. Mac was very tired after that just one round. LIU was of course tired, sweating, but not as much or breathing as heavily as Mac. LIU was very confident. He knew what he was doing. Now even Joe makes an amazing comment over there, and I like them showing Joe talking about the fight. Says LIU saw through Mac since the first round, and we have proof that during the second round, LIU just goes supersonic, even cuts Mac's forehead, takes control of the fight. That the sound, don't even get me started how good the sound of the punches was. That huge body blow, almost lifting him up. You see how big Mac is. LIU almost manages to lift him up with that huge body blow and have him going down, but he kept getting back up every time. We have Mac being back up. LIU was in full control of the fight during that round, even holding back a bit to be very defensive of Mac time. The reputation, where every time Mac was being cornered as an animal, he would fight back, and LIU was playing very tactically, thinking about what he was doing, thinking about his next moves, not going ham, not getting cocky, a very tactical fighter, and he wanted to win properly. Now we have Liu kind of even mocking him a bit to get him to go into that Mac time. Everybody thought Mac time happened because Mac showed a bit more fight into him over there, but he goes down again. Now we have Mac getting up again, and we have Liu just going in ham, like really went into him. Honestly, I thought, is this gonna the fight is gonna end here? But like I said last episode, are we gonna have a wild card winning? I was thinking, wait, is Mac time just that? It couldn't just be just that. And we get here the twist, so to say, in a way, and everything starts going slow motion for Mac, even a bit hazy. I had a feeling he kind of blacked out in a way, and probably he did. I don't think he fully remembers the fight, and I'll talk more about that. And we have Mac time properly this time, if you can even call it properly in a way. Mac just goes wild with that huge hit, sends Liu flying, body blows, more hits, just completely destroys Liu. Like a different person, or like a machine, a Terminator took control over him. Those lifeless eyes, the way he was moving, it wasn't human reactions, and the speed he had, that chip kind of took control of him in a way. It's not really Mac time, you can call it like Skynet took control of him over there. Even Yuri got very, very worried. He actually asked for the towel to be thrown, to surrender, to give up the fight, and Liu is just in a very, very bad shape. He lost the fight, and Mac had that vision of the bird in a way. He saw the towel being thrown as that bird, the same one as Chief. I don't know, it's leaning so far into Mac being Chief's son, especially after the vision, the first scene at the beginning of the episode. I'm so curious to see when we finally, or probably we're gonna have Mac versus Joe. What's Mac's reaction gonna be when he sees Joe's gear with the bird on it, the one he got from Chief? And again, Chief being the biggest influence throughout this season 2, and honestly, I'm falling more and more in love with this series. I even got teared up a bit at that vision with Chief and everything. Honestly, becoming one of my favorite series over here. But back to the fight, like I said, Liu lost very, very badly, in a bad condition. Yuri was shocked, everybody was shocked, even Joe was shocked. Nobody saw this, it came from left field, so to say. He even has to go under surgery. Yuri starts blaming himself for not figuring it out, for not stopping the fight faster. You can see how much it weighs him, how much faith and trust he put into Liu. And we even have the conversation I wanted, in a way, the closure, like I said last video. Probably gonna have more, hopefully, towards the end of the series, between Yuri and Joe talking, and the way he always saw the ring and fighting. Once you go into the ring, there's always a winner and a loser, no matter what. And he said he entrusted Liu with his dreams, and he blames himself quite a lot. And even Joe saying, I want to keep my promise to Liu, to fight him. I promised him I'm gonna have that fight with him. But I don't know, is Liu gonna be able to get back into the ring? Is he gonna be able to fully recover after everything? He's in a bad condition, and I cannot stress that enough. Even Jim is worried. Yuri is very worried over there, very emotional, kept blaming himself. Now we have I don't know, can you even call that family time after what happened over there? But before I get to that, the important thing that Yuri said, and I almost forgot about it. Sorry from going back and forth. I'm just still hooked into the episode. Yuri said he wanted to stop the match 5 years ago between Joe and Liu, because he knew that Joe kind of gave up boxing when their fight ended, everything that happened with Nanbu. But yeah, I hope we're gonna get another conversation between Yuri and Joe. They deserve it, honestly, and very amazing rivals, and this series just keeps getting better and better. Now, what I was saying, the family time, we have Max spending time with his family after the fight, and something very curious happened. While he was playing with his kid, we have his wife starts coming in and say, hey, food is ready, dinner is ready, and knocks on the glass a bit with a spoon or fork, whatever it was, and he goes into it like a trigger with him, like a PTSD in a way, triggers into him that Mac time. He freezes a bit over there and starts acting like a zombie animal. You didn't feel like a human way. You didn't see his kid. He just tossed the kid away a bit. Didn't realize what he was doing and starts eating food like animal, just shoving it into his mouth. He doesn't do anything about his kid crying over there. It's not the first time, from what I've gathered. His wife starts trying to protect the kid because the kid started crying, but that Mac wasn't a human being in that moment, especially in the same way as the Ring over there. Felt like a brain crazed zombie in a way. That's the feeling I got from him. And she actually goes to talk to Ryugo or Sakuma, whatever his name was, that sketchy ass guy. I had my suspicions about him from the beginning. It felt too good for him to be this kind in a way. I was hoping, in the back of my mind, I had something about him, and especially when Mac had that look at Joe towards the end of the episode, last week's episode. He just kind of brushed her off in a way, comfort her a bit, saying, I'm gonna be always there for you, all of those good stuff. In a way, he just said it could be just stress with the performance he has into the ring, but you can feel it, and especially on his face, the way he was trying to promote the fight throughout the episode, acting so happy-go-lucky. Now, we have the real Carls are shown, so to say, at the Roscoe meeting. Their company is growing in popularity, the stock options, the money, the publicity. Everybody wants this best system, since Mac is the poster child in a way for their company. And you can see his priorities, honestly. Now, the conversation I mentioned at the beginning, we finally have it, Mikio and Yukiko talking. And Mikio tells her that the BS system, the chip, has a severe flaw. Now, I don't know if that guy Ryugo knew about it. He probably did, from what we've seen about him so far in this episode. And even her, at the beginning, during the conversation, wasn't really believing her brother, so to say, about the flaw. He said they checked the data. And he slowly starts convincing her in a way, and says repeated use of Mac time, the way they coined it, is affecting his brain. And he kind of starts reverting back to being a kid or an animal, back to his caveman brain in a way. And I like Mikio. He changed quite a lot, even saying about his pride. He's not so prideful, especially after what happened in the ring. I feel he changed for the better, so to say. Hopefully Yukiko is the same, and a bit later on she is, but not fully, so to say. She still has that pride about her, but she's willing to step on it a bit and starts having her own doubts, and orders one of her assistants to investigate more. I'm curious what answer is she gonna get, because she was also involved in the project. She helped with it, so it's gonna hit her a bit more when they found out what exactly she didn't see, so to say, or she was manipulated by Ryuga, hidden from her. Next episodes are definitely gonna be excited, but also curious thing happened. We have a typhoon again. What's up with that? Is the typhoon coming back, or did I miss something over there? Hopefully everybody's gonna be okay, because we don't need a repeat as to what happened with the typhoon. And Mac was going watching the fight again, and I don't think he fully remembers the fight by the way he was watching everything that happened, and I feel like he blacks out every time he goes into that Mac time. And Easy actually Chief's son. This would just be poetic, so to say. Maybe I'm overhyping everything if he was actually Chief's son. How is this series so good, man? Honestly, I just want more. I know we're probably gonna have Joe versus Mac, but I hope Liu is gonna have a full recovery, and at least even a sparring match between Liu and Joe would just be so good because they deserve it. So let me know what you guys thought about the episode down in the comments below. What was your favorite moment, and what do you think about this Mac time? I'm curious about your theories. Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So I'll see you again on the next one. Keep enjoying Megalo box. This series is so good. Bye bye.